Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the #1 Vikings fan extraordinaire, Adam Boyer. Today we're going to be doing some way too early predictions for the NFL next season. We are going to be doing this division by division, and we're starting off with what I think is going to be the best division in the NFL, the AFC West, the most superpower and star power, and AFC West is loaded, they're stacked, and so today we're going to be seeing if I can predict at all accurately what their final records will be at the end of next season. And let me just say, I think the only teams these people are going to be losing to, or these teams are going to be losing to, are each other. Not seriously, but I think they're both going to be pretty good. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off with the Kansas City Chiefs, who I have going 10-7. Now, let me just say, all these calculations and predictions and stuff were made before the news about the Tyreek Hill trade broke. So what I did after that news broke, I bumped the Chiefs, their ceiling, their floor, and their record, I think will actually be, I bumped everything down one game. Because I think Tyreek Hill, I know they brought in Juju this offseason, I know they brought in MVS, but I think he's going to be somewhat irreplaceable, at least for a couple seasons, unless the Chiefs can get like a really good rookie or MVS can break out. So I have the Chiefs going 10-7. Looking at their schedule, obviously I don't know when the games are going to be played, but I know who they'll be playing and where they'll be playing it. I do think the Chiefs have a hard schedule. I see their ceiling being 12-5, not super high. I think that's their 12-5, and their floor is 7-10. Their floor is actually tied with the Raiders for the lowest floor. So yeah, I don't think the Chiefs are going to be quite the superpower they have seemed to be the past few years. Especially now the AFC West really is stacked. The Chiefs have not had any real competition in the AFC West for years, other than the Chargers in a few years, like a few secluded years here and there. The Chargers have provided some competition, but I think this year it's going to be very tight. Moving on, we have the Las Vegas Raiders, also going 10-7. I have a much higher ceiling for them, though. I have a 14-3 ceiling for the Raiders, but also a 7-10 floor, tied with the Chiefs for a floor. I think the Raiders, they're a boomer bust team. Their offense could take them to huge heights, but we thought that about the Titans last year. Their offense can do so good, but the Raiders' defense is really iffy. Hopefully they get some of that addressed in the draft, but I'm not at all convinced that the Raiders are going to be like a superpower. I think their offense at least should be one of the best in the league, but I have a lot of concerns about that defense, and so I have them going 10-7, which is good, not great. Moving on, we have the Los Angeles Chargers coming in number 2 in the division, going 11-6. However, this team, they and the Broncos, I'll go ahead and say, have the highest ceiling at 15-2. I think both of these teams could do very well. However, the Chargers' floor I have being 9-8, and they are the highest floor of any team I have here, and they're the only team whose floor would be a winning record. I do not see the Chargers not having a winning record this year. They have an awesome offense. I think their defense is going to be so much improved. The Chargers, really the only concern I have with them is their defensive line / linebackers. Their D-line, they have Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, and technically those guys are linebackers, but they're going to be rushing. They're basically pass rushers. So they're covered linebackers. That's a bit of a concern. So is the interior of the defensive line, although they did get Sebastian Joseph Day to help out with that. So I think overall the Chargers are going to be a very well-rounded team. Moving on, we have my prediction to win the AFC West, my way too early prediction, the Denver Broncos coming in at 12-5. I had the ceiling for the Broncos, as I already said, tied with the Chargers at 15-2, a floor of a losing record, but barely 8-9. I think they had the potential to be the best team in this division, as I have predicted right now, possibly the best team in the NFL. If their defense can stay at the same level, or maybe even get better, they had some young guys on the team. If they can stay at the same level or even get better, their defense is going to be really good. Their offense is going to be so good with Russell Wilson at the helm, especially now that they've let Javonte Williams take over at running back. I think Denver is going to return to being superpower and relevant in the NFL. Overall, the AFC West, I think, like I said, is going to be the most powerful, overpowered team in the NFL. I would not always rise that the NFC West actually stays at number 2, but I don't think they're going to be as good as the AFC West. I think any of these teams in the AFC West are capable of beating anyone else in the NFL. The Bengals, the Rams, the Buccaneers, the Packers, anyone. I think they're all capable of beating any of those teams, and I think they're all capable of beating each other. But right now I have the Broncos as the most well-rounded, best team in the AFC West. But let me know who you think is going to win the AFC West, and you can go ahead and give me early power rankings if you want. You can tell me anything you want down in the comments. I do so much appreciate y'all watching this video and coming back to the channel. Please do like if you enjoy. It really helps out a lot, and you know what helps out even more? Subscriptions. I would really appreciate if you take 1 second out of your day and click that subscribe button. Very much appreciated. Anyway, folks, I am the Vikings fan. Thank you for watching. I am out of here.